YouTube, and another YouTube exclusive here on the channel. We are going to continue to look at these companion cards, specifically Lurrus of the Dream Den. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get into what the deck is trying to do. I do apologize that there is no camera. We are working that out. The audio has been cutting out, and so to make it easier to get content to you, we're going to just go with the whole radio host, and you're just going to get that audio plus gameplay. So, Lurrus plus Jund. Basically what we're trying to do is do a mixture of Death Shadow, Fatal Push, Kroxa, Renin 6, Tarmogoyf, very Jund-like, and just suit it up with a Lurrus of the Dream Den. So Lurrus of the Dream Den requires each permanent in your starting deck to be converted mana cost 2 or less. It has lifelink, and then during each of our turns, we may cast one permanent spell with 2 or less from the graveyard, so we get to actually interact with our own graveyard a little bit. Kroxa already does that a little bit as well, so we can play Tarmogoyf, swing with Tarmogoyf, get it back, for example. This being a Death Shadow deck, we're going to try to nuance our ways through how much damage we're going to do to ourselves, while also restricting what our opponent's doing with things like Thoughtseize and Inquisition, removing things with Fatal Push, and hopefully slamming in with a big Death Shadow. If Death Shadow doesn't get there, though, we do have Tarmogoyf as a nice backup, a few pings through Renin 6, and maybe a K command or two. Dismember is looking relatively good in the matchups that we've seen so far while playing in the companion meta, being able to remove quite a few of the creatures and not caring about Indestructible on the off chance that does come up. Assassin's Trophy can get rid of a few things as well. Noted, Lurrus is kind of like a pseudo Emery with Mishra's Bauble. With all these things considered, Jund is looking to basically take the value and up it a notch and a half. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and do this. Veil of Summers, some Dreadbores, K commands, Nile Spellbombs, and Damping Spheres in the sideboard as well, just to continue to work with our Lurrus. Let's go ahead and get into these matches here and see how we do against the companion meta with Jund. Oh, Lurrus. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. Lurrus. It is the Dream Den. All right, Gargamel is our first opponent. We're familiar with this person. Hello, Gargamel. It's a pleasure to see you online. Hopefully your league is going well. Unfortunately for you, you're not playing against Red Prison tonight. We'll go ahead and declare, and that will make it all apparent of what we are attempting to do for the night. All right, we have Lurrus versus Lurrus here. The mirror match, if you will. Gargamel will be playing first. I like our hand based on our opponent being a Lurrus deck. We might be having Jund versus Jund. Go ahead and keep our hand. They're saying they do enjoy our Red Prison lists. We'll need to get one of those out there. Of course, I can now pan to the camera that is completely off, and you can't see my expression, but trust me, the expression was there. Overgrown Tomb tapped here for our opponent. We're going to go ahead and play our Bauble into play. And probably just this Verdant Catacombs and pass the turn. Now, we will probably be fetching and shocking accordingly. But maybe, just maybe, we'll need to be doing some Fatal Pushes. Keeping things in check. Ah, Voice of Resurgence. That's a pretty hot one. Let's take a look at the top of the library, see if we want this. It's an Overgrown Tomb. The answer is no. Let's go ahead and fetch, and let's just play Blood Crypt and not worry about taking extra damage here just yet. Don't need to take extra damage just yet. We'll get there, we'll get there. Drawing an extra card here, we get an Assassin's Trophy. I think I'm cool with, let's see here. Let's just play a Tarmogoyf. Kind of look like non-Death Shadow briefly here. We can easily block the Voice of Resurgence here. I'm expecting something like a Fatal Push or something else from our opponent. We could then Dismember and Tarmogoyf next turn, or Fatal Push Tarmogoyf next turn. We could also get the big boy in, Lurrus. Opponent fetches, gets a basic forest here. A bunch of basics for our opponent. Lingering Souls. Oh boy. Lingering Souls does increase Tarmogoyf. We have an Unearth. Interesting. Okay. What to do here? We could Fatal Push, then Dismember the Voice, swing with Tarmogoyf. We could play just another Tarmogoyf and look to Fatal Push something here. Let's play the Peatland out. We can also just play Lurrus if we wanted to. Let's attack for 3, see if we want to get any frisky here with all of the cards they have here. Voices and Spirits. They do not. Let's go ahead and Fatal Push the Voice here. We might be just Assassin's Trophying this. We have to remember that Assassin's Trophy is not going to get them too many things here because Lurrus has reduced everything down to 2 for the most part. I do like this Lingering Souls, though, as an optional card here. It's actually making me wonder if you could do something with Intangible Virtues and Lurrus as a engine to drive token strategies. Be kind of interesting. All right, so Tarmogoyf is currently a 5/6, making him a beefy boy. Dark Confidant looks like a great dismember target. It's also probably not a bad Assassin's Trophy target either. Well, I'm going to take 4 anyway. Let's take a little bit less. Not much less, but a little bit. Just a little bit less. We'll take 2 in the air. We've got the big Tarmogoyf here too. 5/6. I don't believe there's... No, there is a Lingering Souls. Sorcery is in the yard. Double Assassin's Trophy. Let's go ahead and get in with the Tarmogoyf. Do I care about this Dark Confidant? How much do I care? We're going to have a bunch of chump blockers to get through here. Path to Exile. Path to Exile. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and double check that we can fetch here. We'll get just another Overgrown Tomb. We don't need a lot of red. Let's go ahead and play a Tarmogoyf out, and we will Assassin's Trophy as well before they get the Dark Confidant trigger. I presume they have a basic somewhere in that deck somewhere. We can then follow this up with a Lurrus and then cast a Mishra's Bauble. That's something we could do here. We could also do this plus Fatal Push. 1, 2, 3. Cast 1 permanent spell, so no. Just the Bauble. Just the Bauble. Windsup Teeth cracks it. We could very well just see Lurrus plus Dark Confidant here. I think I have to take down the Dark Confidant again. I don't believe I can allow them to get the value engine. It's really good to actually see Lurrus versus Lurrus. We didn't see too much in our other companion matchups to these cards that are brand new. Lurrus is played here. They're going to play a Voice of Resurgence instead of Dark Confidant. It's a little 2/2 to deal with here. Swings for probably 2 in the air. Okay. Ooh, we have a Tarmogoyf here. Let's swing with our Tarmogoyf. Let's try to get them down a little bit further here. No surprises that they did nothing there. I think it's our own Lurrus here, and then just fire off the Assassin's Trophy so they don't get the Dark Confidant here. And yes, we just have the Lurrus here, but the Lurrus can hopefully gain us some life. Although I might have just activated a Fatal Push. Nope, we're good. All right. Whew. Unearth is kind of nice. It can get back our Lurrus if they find a way to get rid of a Lurrus themselves. I'm trying to put enough pressure on the Tarmogoyfs that they can't just out of nowhere keep chump blocking here. See what they come in for. Maybe 2. What's nice is I can probably send Tarmogoyf and Lurrus in here. Ooh. I will trade. Yes. Totally fine with me. We take 2. Gain 3. Voice returns as a 3/3 elemental. main phase number 2 for our opponent. What do we got? Another voice. It's 2 mana. Ooh. Engineered on 2. That is quite brutal. I don't imagine they pop this. Oh, especially not with a Voice of Resurgence token now. An Inquisition. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, this Engineered Explosives is annoying. Let's attack with the Tarmogoyf plan to unearth an Inquisition here. Maybe they'll block and pop. I mean, they don't have to pop it. Maybe they do. Another Elemental here. Let's go ahead and check the last card in our opponent's hand. Inquisition should be able to grab it. It's a Tarmogoyf. Let's go ahead and unearth Lurrus here. Ta-da! We'll recast Bauble. Let's take a peek at the top of the library. They're going to get a Hex Drinker. Alright, we're just going to pass back, cycle the Nurturing Peatland here. Oh, a K command. Oh! Oh! This will be nifty here. Okay. So. We can block. What we can do then here is also, we're going to take a point of damage here. I almost want to get the Lurrus back. Do I care about a Hex Drinker? I probably do. They have a Lingering Souls they can play as well. I think I care enough. So we'll target player discards. Well, we could hit the artifact too. The artifact's problematic for Tarmogoyf here. Let's make them discard deal 2 here. Take a little bit less damage by doing that. Then we don't have to deal with a Hex Drinker and we just have the Engineered Explosives. Although I think we could be close to dead anyway here. We'll probably be cycling Nurturing Peatland. So there goes the Hex Drinker. We trade off a little bit here. I presume they'll play their Lingering Souls now and have Engineered Explosives, which will grow the Elemental a lot more here. So I need like a Fatal Push or a Dismember. I don't have much here. Wrenn and 6 would be okay. Cycle. There's the Wrenn and 6 that I have asked for. We'll play Wrenn and 6 down. I'll just ping off a Spirit here. We'll leave Tarmogoyf back to block. They should pop Engineered Explosives. Looks like they've decided to do that now. We'll play our land down. I need a basic. I don't know if I have a mountain. I don't. Alright, I guess I'll shock here. We're going low. Playing Tarmogoyf. Go ahead, opponent. It's a 6-7. Beefy boy. They might not even want to attack here. Who knows? Alright, they got a giant Hex Drinker. Hex Drinker's a good one here in the Jund matchup as well. Alright, so Hex Drinker's huge. Has protection from pretty much everything here. Elemental's a 4-4. We have 2 spirits flying in. Guess it doesn't have protection from everything just yet. Just instants and sorceries. Pings us for 1. Pings us for 1. What's the top of our library tell us? Oh, it's a Death Shadow. Alright, we're not going to show that information, even though they might have an idea with the bauble. Oh. Alright, so it's not Jund versus Jund, it's Abzan versus Jund. It's a pretty sweet list, though, over there. Alright. Maelstrom Pulse seems okay. Remove a lot of things. Abrupt Decay should be fine as well. I don't know if Nile Spellbomb's really worth it. Probably just these two. We can get rid of a Dismember for the Maelstrom Pulse. We probably... In some ways, I don't think I need another Dismember here. Might just be better to have the Abrupt Decay. Might be better than like a K command too. This removal is probably good enough. Let's take one Traverse out. Let's run it like that. A little more oomph in the deck, a little less digging for cards. Might be a little bit risky. Traverses with only 19 lands. We want to make sure we're hitting our land drops. Up to 3-ish. 19 lands. Very interesting. Alright, so Lurrus versus Lurrus. Oh boy. Lurrus. Would I like to play first? Absolutely. We'll reveal the den. The Dream Den. Dream Den. Oh, we'll keep this. It's doing things. We're going to go ahead and just play a tap land and then pass. No turn 1 shenanigans, but we'll get this Croxa down Tarmogoyf and get things rolling for our opponent. Razor Verge Thicket here. Path is going to be annoying. Hex Drinker. Has an Unearth. Let's go ahead and go get a Blood Crypt. Let's go ahead and play this Croxa down. Show them what's up. Make them discard. I get to discard whatever. It's not too painful at the moment. Abrupt Decay. Interesting. Gets rid of an Abrupt Decay. That's not what I would have thought they would have gotten rid of. Alright, Hex Drinker is at 2-1. No level up counters just yet. Voice of Resurgence for our opponent. Looks like I'm just going to maybe unearth Tarmogoyf. Doesn't seem all that unrealistic here. Go ahead and unearth Croxa here. Gets to do the whole damage and making him pitch something again. One Abrupt Decay down. Let's see what we get next. A Temple Garden. Okay. Tarmogoyf is a 4-5. Lurrus is available for both of us. They can cast it off white if they would like. Besides, another Voice of Resurgence is the order for the day. Pumps up Hex Drinker 1. Are we going to attack? The answer is no. Alright. Well, I think it's Fetch Shock, Lurrus, and Death Shadow, and let's get things a-rollin' here. play a Death Shadow as well. I could attack with this Tarmogoyf. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can traverse and play Kroxa next turn. I think I'm good. Let's remain on defense for one more turn here, and then we'll traverse and Blood Crypt them. Blood Crypt them to get a Kroxa here, going and getting probably just a Death Shadow. Are we going to get Abrupticated? Nope. Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf Unknown card is the last one. Hex Drinker going up. Hex Drinker going up. It's a 4/4. We got a 4/5 and a 4/4. We have a 2/2 and a 3/2. A fetchy land. There are only 3 types. We would need one more type here for Traverse to really be worthwhile. Could just cast Kroxa again. I think I want an actual Kroxa though. Let's go ahead and fetch. We'll go ahead and shock as well. This way I can actually cast Kroxa. Cast with Lurrus, cast with this, cast with Lurrus of the Dream with Escape. Holy crap. We can cast it all kinds of ways. All kinds of ways. This does mean our Traverse really isn't just going to be anything for a while, so we might just go ahead and put the Traverse into the yard. Gives us a sorcery in the yard as well, and we get our basic for next turn. I guess I'm a little concerned about the Hex Drinker here. I guess if they have a land, they might kill us. We should have been aware of this. I need a way to kill this, but I don't. Hex Drinker might just win this game. Spell Bomb. Ups Hex Drinker twice here. Kroxa can attack. Lurrus gets life gain if I attack with it. It might be worth. Bonus Kroxa. If I fetch shock here, not fetch shock, sorry, just shock, I go to 6. Hex Drinker just would then kill me on the crackback, so we do and don't want to do that. But then I could also swing with Lurrus here. If I swing with Death Shadow and Lurrus, but I probably want to do the Kroxa stuff first. Probably not wanting to fetch and shock here. Let's just do it this way. Let's cast Kroxa and then just cast Kroxa again, right? Just start burning our opponent out here. Burn him. I'm gonna keep this one. I know that spell bomb's over there, so they can nail it right now. If they don't nail it now, I'm gonna get to do it again, which I'll go ahead and do, because why not? Why not? Keep this Kroxa. Do these things again to my opponent. So this puts them to 11. This would put them to 8. So if I attack with Death Shadow and Kroxa, they've got to block. And then I have Lurrus. I kind of want to keep Lurrus. I might just be able to go at them this next turn. We probably should have put the Blood Crypt into play tapped. You know what? I'm going to attack with Kroxa and see what happens here. Am I? Am I? Let's do it. Let's do it. This game's too close. That spell bomb, they could like double block here, kill Kroxa. And then Spell Bomb to get both of them away, but then I'm probably taking at least a couple creatures here. Alright, Voice goes away, gets a dude. That's fine. We're expecting that. We're chump blocking, basically. Tormagoyf, Death Shadow on Voice, or on Elemental, and Lurrus on Voice. Spell Bomb's away our Croxa, so we weren't going to get to use it anyway, so Lurrus is just going to have to gain us a little bit of life here. They're going to draw a card. We probably have them at 5. Probably have them at 5 here. What do you want to do, opponent? What do you got? What do you got? Swing with that 6/6. Luckily, they don't have any red, so they're not going to just burn us to the face. A Lingering Souls would be really bad for us. Hex Drinker's going up. Going up. One more. Oh, there's a land drop. Goes all the way up there. Okay. Has protection from everything. It's a 6/6. On a 2-turn clock here. We got to get through 8 life points. Somehow. Some way. If they want to attack with the Hex Drinker. They could also use the Hex Drinker as defense. Looks like that's what they want to do. Let's go ahead and cast Bobble. Let's look at the top of our library. It's a Death Shadow. We'll cast Bobble. We'll look at the top of their library. It's a Godless Shrine. I'm going to go ahead and swing with Croxa here. Down to 5. They ditched a Windswept Heath. They block with Hex Drinker, and that will be lethal if they do this. Oh, that's right. I already cast. Not lethal. We're good for a turn. I should probably put that Blood Crypt in. We're going to draw some cards, though. Death Shadow plus something else. Death Shadow. Godless Shrine. Lurrus. Oh, they can get their Tarmogoyf back, or their Voice of Resurgence. It was probably a mistake to double down on the Bobble. Can't block this. Going to 2. I need 2 damage up top. K-Command? Unearth. Unearth will do it. I say it'll do it. We'll find out if it's going to do it here. Red, black. Please be a spell that does damage. Yes. Oh yeah, it's a Godless Shrine. Unearth. Croxa. Ooh, all the burn. Where's the burn engine? Got him. Woo! Oh boy. Okay, Spell Bomb does seem reasonable here because of their Lurrus. Makes Goyf small though. But maybe we bring in a pair of those. Let's go 1 Ren and 6 out for a Spell Bomb. Let's do 1 Thoughtseize out for a Spell Bomb. And let's run it. Oh boy. Oh. Dang. It would have been a little bit tighter there if we would have not done double Bobble there. But then if we didn't do double Bobble, we wouldn't have gotten the Unearth. We would have just had an extra cast on the Croxa with Lurrus. That's good. I like this. If you have enough mana, you can do that twice. Not twice a turn, but you can do it once a turn. So play something, play Croxa. Play something, play Croxa. Whoa. Yes. Whoa, I like this. It's feeling good. Feeling pretty good. Waiting for our opponent's sideboard. Sideboard, sideboard, sideboard. Here we go. Game number 3. Playing some Lurrus in Modern. Jund Death Shadow variety. Alright. I kind of wish that could auto companion. It's like, I got this. This is what I want to be doing. Okay, his hand looks pretty good. Thoughtseize into Nile Spellbomb or Tarmogoyf. We'll definitely keep this hand. Looks great. Looks great. A couple Tarmogoyfs as well. What are we going to do with turn 1? What are we going to do with turn 1 opponent? Razor Verge Thicket, no follow-up. It's good to see a Death Shadow. Let's go ahead and shock and Thoughtseize. What do we got? We have an Unearth and we have a Voice. I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and just take the Voice, and if they burn the Unearth on it, that's fine. If they don't, I could actually use the Spell Bomb to get rid of it immediately here. What's interesting is Lurrus is revealed in the reveal zone as well. Alright, they do go ahead and burn that immediately. That's fine with us. We'll go ahead and probably play a Tarmogoyf here. Worst case scenario, we'll start getting some Death Shadows down. Tarmogoyf is but simply a 1/2. 2 sorceries in the yard here. They don't want to crack their Windswept Teeth at any point. We might be just seeing their Lurrus immediately come down here. Swamp. Spell Bomb of their own. Bummer. That's okay. We'll take the 2. We'll take the 2. Looks like I might be just playing a second Tarmogoyf here. Inquisition. It's probably not worth it. Let's play a second Tarmogoyf here and just pass the turn. This way I can play 2 Tarmogoyf blocking on the Voice of Resurgence. If we happen to lose one to a Voice, that's fine right now. We'll see if they pop Nile Spellbomb. They do. This puts an artifact and makes Tarmogoyf large enough to take care of the Voices. They do draw one here. No land currently, but we'll probably get one of those soon enough. Inquisition and Nile Spellbomb feel like the next plays here. If we somehow find ourselves with a Tarmogoyf in the yard, we can certainly get that back with an Unearth. 3 mana Lurrus. Lurrus has been played. Following this up with a Nile Spellbomb from the yard. Shrinking our Tarmogoyfs. I would still probably double block there. Maelstrom Pulse looks good, but we're going to have to go with an Inquisition, I believe. Take a peek at what's going on. Get some more information. Steal that Abrupt Decay. Play our own Spell Bomb here. And we'll hold at 14 life. I like that silent clearing over there. Alright, can we get a land? Then I can Maelstrom Pulse Lurrus away and start whacking in with Tarmogoyf. Besides, we're going to draw here. It's fine. Makes our Tarmogoyf a 3/4. They're going to get Lurrus to bring it back, more than likely here. What I could do is nail this right now. It would shrink Tarmogoyfs quite a bit. But they don't get the loop. I think we can beat them. I think we can beat them here. If we're not looping. We will not pay for this. We know they have nothing in hand, and I'm chock full of things. Preventing that loop seems like an okay thing to do. Yes, Tarmogoyfs are small right now. Thalia. What? Burning Forge. What? Concealed. So we know they have Silent and Windswept Teeth. They could definitely swing in for some damage. But they may not. Oh, yes. No blocks. Alright, there's a bobble. We'll play the bobble so we can draw another card. We need to catch up somehow. Let's take a peek at what's going on over there. Next card is going to be an Abrupt Decay. That's pretty good. Play a Death Shadow and pass the turn. It's not ideal here. Draws with our bobble. We get a Thoughtseize. That's not good either. Abrupt Decay and 2 lands for our opponent. Silent Clearing Cycling would probably be their first play here. And it appears that is what they're going to do. This does grow Tarmogoyfs, but I do respect that play. I think it is the correct play. We can use a Thoughtseize to shrink our, or grow our Death Shadow. Oh, and we can snag this Abrupt Decay. Now, we have a Hex Drinker I've got to get rid of, but we may not get to there, because it's going to be a 4/4 here. This could be a problem. We'll see if they wish to attack us. No attacks. Alright. It has protection. Can't Maelstrom Pulse it. We can't Lurrus Loop here. I could Thoughtseize and then play a Death Shadow down, but this will kill us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets to 8. And if we fetch Shock and Thoughtseize, that's 5 damage. Puts me to 6. And I would die. Let's go get our forest. This is so rough here. I don't know what we're gonna do here. We're gonna grab the Abrupt Decay. That's the first step. Death Shadow's a 5/5, which is pretty hefty. They're at 23 though. I'm just not doing any damage to them. Let's swing with Death Shadow, but that might be... That could be game. We'll try it. Hex Drinker's a really good one. Recursively bring that back with Lurrus. I like this. Blocks with Voice. Put something else in there for Tarmogoyfs to grow from. We'll play another Death Shadow here. And we'll pass the turn. Maybe I can get lucky here. I'm not sure what I can do, but maybe. Gonna have a giant Hex Drinker. Yeah, that's right. They can just play replay Voice. Oh, the value. Well, I think they've got us then. They can't pump Hex Drinker too large here, I don't think. It'll go up to 7, it looks like. So I get another turn. It just has protection from instants, not sorceries. So if I get a land here, we could take the Hex Drinker out for a turn, and then Lurrus is going to be like, I'm back. So I suppose we have that going for us. They could attack with a 6/6. I don't think there's any losses there. Man, this Thalia is just rough. I don't think we can win. I think they've got us. Can just play like a Tarmogoyf here or Lurrus at this point, but they're 4/5s. They're just going to make Hex Drinker and swing with team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they don't swing with team, but they've got us in 2 turns with the Hex Drinker. They're at 22. Anything I block, Lurrus just gets back for value. Wow. Good games. Good games. Opponent gets us here in game number 3. Match 1. Gargamel, well done. Well done. Give him the GGs. There's no way we're coming back from this. Well played. They don't pump Hex Drinker before going, or at least going back to beginning of combat, but we're not coming back from this. No, none of this. Need another land. Or need a way for Death Shadow to trample over. Well played. Well played. All right. Getting our feet wet with this companion here, Lurrus. The Dream Den. Den Dream. Dream Den. In Modern. Going to match number 2 for the evening. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. That's a very YouTube thing to do. On Twitch, it'd just be like, hit that follow button. But here on YouTube, we got to hit the subscribe and the like. YouTube really makes you guys work for it. All right. Next opponent has been found here. We're going to be playing this Jund Lurrus deck, Death Shadow variant. I do like that Hex Drinker one in Abzan, though. Definitely something that's interesting to me. Okay, Lurrus. Let's say okay. Lurrus versus Yorion. All right. I don't think I can keep this. This does nothing. I can't wait till turn 3 to play Lurrus to start using baubles again, can I? But I could, like, double use bauble. You know what? Just because I can, we're going to keep this one. We're going to fetch, we're going to shock, we're going to Thoughtseize off the top, bauble them. It's going to be great. Yorion's down to 6 cards, plays at Wooded Foothills. Let's see if they can do better than we have. Bauble, number 1. Bauble, number 2. Verdant Catacombs. I have a red and 6. That'll be nice to pick off anything that is flashy. Let's go ahead and check the top of our library. See if I want to fetch. I may not. I kind of like Kroxa. We're not going to fetch. I'll take a Kroxa. Getting to Ren and 6. Ping something off. Let's go ahead and check the top of their library. I want to draw all the cards here. Restoration Angel coming. We don't have to worry about that one too soon. But it is good to know about. We draw a Kroxa, we draw a K-Command. We're going to really go at my opponent here. Get a Blood Crypt. No need to worry about my life total just yet. Go ahead and I think we'll just shock in. Shock in, cast a Kroxa. Let's play a Ren and 6 actually. Ren and 6, let's go ahead and pick up our land here, and we'll pass the turn. Not a whole lot's going to happen to us. Then we can Lurrus, and then we can, like, go from there. Tap land here. No blasting in with a Kodo of any sorts here. Prismatic Vista for our opponent. Getting so many lands. Gonna get them all out of the deck here. Let's go ahead and get this. I guess I'll get another Blood Crypt here. Cast Lurrus. We'll get to get a Bauble back. Cast a Bauble. Uptick with the Ren 6, because we're doing that. And we'll wait on this bauble, because I have a bajillion cards here. A bajillion. Eldamari's Call goes and searches for and reveals a creature card. We might just hold this K command on the off chance that they're going to try to Kiki me. There's Restoration Angel. Or Thragtusk, sorry. We'll get rid of Verdant Catacombs. Misty Rainforest. I mean, they're not going to fetch here anytime soon. I don't think they're going to draw that Noble Hierarch. I feel like I have to leave the K command open here. Let's go ahead and attack for 3 before we do anything else. I can leave K command and Dismember open this turn. I think that's what we'll go ahead and do. We'll just cast another Bauble here with Lurrus. Let's go ahead and fetch and shock here. Make sure we got everything covered. We'll get a little bit extra red mana. Go to discard again. Prismatic Vista. Popped. We can nail this Restoration Angel, no problem here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the top here. Venters. I didn't exactly expect this. Returns. We can make them discard. Let's see what they're drawing here. Coiling Oracle. We'll wait. We'll wait. Just ditch all of our lands. We draw a Traverse. We're gonna hit me for 2 here. That's fine. Land drop. We know 3 cards in their hand here. Another Dismember. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and play a Lurrus down. We'll have double Dismember here. Restoration Angel. Gonna flicker here. They don't have like any red. I think this is okay to go ahead and Dismember. Let's just do it with all the life we have. I think this is okay. We do it with all the life that we have there because if they were to magically have an Ephemerate there, I wouldn't want that to ruin us here. A Watcher. Interesting. We should, for the most part, understand everything they've got going on here. 3 at Renin 6. That's fine. Renin 6 is not our win condition here. Big, beefy things are our... It's a Thragtusk. Okay, so we have a Thoughtseize. I can Croxa twice. If I Thoughtseize, I can Croxa twice. That seems okay. We can also pick up and get my Forest out of the deck. And then this way I can actually... I could Croxa twice. We cast... Oh, it won't work. Red, red, black. I need an extra black here. So we can cast... We can still cast Kroxa here. And then cast it again. And then go get like a Death Shadow. I could just Thoughtseize here too. They get the Coiling Oracle out of the hand. You know what? Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize to take one of the last two cards here. We have an Eternal Witness and a Watcher. I'm going to go ahead and steal the Eternal Witness. I can then traverse here. And I can go get a Death Shadow. And then I can play said Death Shadow. And I have Dismember up on the... And I can slam a Bauble as well, so we don't forget that. And we'll take a look at the top card of theirs. It's an Ephemerate. Okay. All right. I think we can beat an Ephemerate, though, and a Watcher. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll probably lose Renin 6 here. That's fine. Not concerned. We've got the big kahuna. The Shadow of Death. Oh, they're just going to play Sky Nomad. Okay. That's legit. That's a good idea. Okay. I don't know if I want to take a lot of damage here. I don't know if I want them to blink Restoration Angel here, though, either. But then how do I get rid of the Sky Nomad? We have a lot of flyers to deal with here. We'll see what they target here with the Restoration Angel. This is like Wolf Run Bant from back in the day. Alright. We'll take some damage to nail this. I'm concerned though. I don't know if this is going to work out well for us by going to 3. Seems like we could lose easily there. Getting to flicker everything again, though, is just too much value. I think we lost this one. Maybe we should have nailed the Restoration Angel before. There's a Tarmogoyf. So, like, I can attack with Lurrus here, so we need to set up in a way that I'm happy to attack. Let's go ahead and swing with Death Shadow here. No, we don't want to swing with Death Shadow, not yet. Let's go ahead and cast Kroxa. Let's start there. So red, red, black, black. Getting rid of a variety of things here. They're gonna get their Ephemerate though. Maybe I Renin 6 down tick on Restoration Angel? No, I can't do that twice. Alright. Red, red, black, black. We're going to get rid of Wooded, Wooded, a Singleton Bauble, a Traverse. Another land. They've got lands in their library. Triggers, they're going to get rid of Watcher. They're going to keep the Ephemerate more than likely here. I should be able to cast this. I just cast Escape. What? Uh-oh, that's not good. We'll attack for some damage here. This should be attacking too. Trade with Beast. Gain a little bit of life. Let's go ahead and traverse for another Death Shadow here. Play the Death Shadow into play. I'm a little surprised why I couldn't cast another Bauble there. Did I already play something? I don't remember. Opponent top decks a Watcher. Has Ephemerate in hand. Can protect Restoration Angel fairly well here. I'm not sure how I get through the Thragtusk. And I don't have a flyer. I need another Dismember here. Ephemerates. Just to use a value here. We're so behind on clock too. It's not good. Wow. A lot of value getting generated here. A lot of value. Oh, and they had another Ephemerate under the Watcher. So they double drew Watcher, they double drew Ephemerates over the course of a couple turns. Thragtusk here, Restoration Angel, and the board's super wide. So we get an Assassin's Trophy. Well, Assassin's Trophy does kill Restoration Angel. If I attack with everything here, we do quite a bit. I could then lay down a bunch of threats. An Assassin's Trophy, it looks like. We'll go ahead and go for it. We'll see how much carnage we can do here. Blocks with Thragtusk, blocks with a Beast here. Makes a Beast. I'm going to play Tarmogoyf. We can play another Tarmogoyf here, and then we can Assassin's Trophy. We probably just want to do it now. Assassin's Trophy, the Restoration Angel, before they draw. And then pass the turn. We're at 3. We have 2 blockers. They have 2 threats. Ephemerates here. They can use them on Watcher, but that's about it. Which is going to draw them quite a few different cards here as they enter and leave. Hideaway is pretty good with the Watcher, gaining some good value there. Tarmogoyfs are big, 6/7s, and we have a 10/10. Crocs is here as well. Plenty of cards in the bin. We can also K-Command, bring back Lurrus, make them discard Lurrus, and then cast a Bauble, it looks like. I don't believe there's any more cards for me to get with a Bloodstained Mire that I care to get. I don't want to go to 2, not with a Watcher and a Beast here. So we have Hideaway here. Don't believe I want to take out this Watcher for tomorrow. Get some another card here that they've now tucked away. We have so much on the planet, though. Okay. We're going to skip our next combat phase. This will be interesting. Okay, well, let's just cast a Croxa here. We're going to keep the Croxa that we have. We're skipping our combat phase, but we're making them discard. Looks like they want to activate this. I almost could have picked it off right there. But we'll see whatever they're going to try to flash in or something. Oh, it's a Chord. It's a Chord for 2. All right. What are we getting on 2 here? Can't be too terrifying, right? Right? It's just a bird. It's fine. Let's go ahead and traverse to see if I can find anything else that interests me here. Probably just another Death Shadow. And we're not going to play the Death Shadow. I want to use this K command in their draw step. We're going to try to make them. We're going to return Lurrus here and make them discard, and then we're going to chunk them for a ton. Hey, we got there. Figured it out. Okay, so a lot of searching going on. A lot of activations. I could see... Honestly, I could just see, like... We just need to probably take care of their hand, maybe with K command. We have just enough removal, it looks like, too. Maybe an Abrupt Decay is not a bad idea. Just quick removal. Maybe even just a Dreadbore. Like these two in and just get rid of 1 Ren and 6 and something else. Maybe a Fatal Push. Fatal Push hits quite a few things. Let's take 1 Inquisition out. We're in the draw, so I want to take those couple pieces out. Go from there. Go from there. All right, Lurrus revealed. Say okay to that. A couple unearths, a Dismember, and Assassin's Trophy here. This hand could be better. We're going to keep it. I have the Nurturing Peatland. We have 2 removal spells. And then if we don't hit anything, I can start cycling these unearths. If they try to ramp here, it may not be a bad idea to just Dismember the threat. We could also just let them go for it and not worry about the ramp and look to remove more important things. Alright, we'll just give them this ramp up to 3. That can't hurt us too much, I don't think. I don't think it can. Famous last words. Alright, just a Coiling Oracle. That's fine. We'll save the big threats here for important things. Coiling Oracle reveals an Astrolabe. We'll plan to probably cycle or Assassin's Trophy something at 3 here. Prismatic Vista gets to play this Astrolabe down. Like Sky Nomad's looking like just a fine hit for our Dismember. It's a foil one too. That's cool. Plays another Astrolabe. Our opponent's a little better with their Astrolabes and remembering that Astrolabe filters for appropriate mana. Let's go get an Overgrown Tomb and let's go ahead and cycle an Unearth. We need action here. Cycle. Worst case scenario, we'll play, I guess, Dream Den down. There's Death Shadow. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th. So we'll play Lurrus here and pass turn. At most, they can Sky Nomad here. And if they Sky Nomad with nothing tapped, we can certainly just Assassin's Trophy it. Icefang Kotal for our opponent, so they got 1 in the air and 1 on the ground. Prismatic Vista here, 5 mana available. They could double draw here, which is some good value. I'll just try to counter that with even more value. Okay. I assume Sky Nomad's coming into play here. There they come. Flickering Oracle and Icefang, I presume as well. Flicker's the bird, why not? Extra blocker, no problem. Oh, you can flicker. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get so much crap in our other video. I didn't know you could flicker Astrolabe. Oh my gosh. They're gonna chew us out in our other league. Don't do it to me, YouTube. Maybe I should put this one up first. Alright, let's take some hefty damage here since I've got a Death Shadow here. Let's go ahead and hang in there with Lurrus. No, let's not, because then that just ruins us. Play Death Shadow down. We'll play Peatland. We'll pass the turn. Oh my gosh, I was not flickering these. I thought it was just creatures. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness you can't see my face. Oh my. I feel sick to my stomach. Alright, Watcher gets a face down card here. Hideaway triggers. Misty Rainforest going off here as well. We have 4 mana too. Oh, no. No. We're not doing this again. We're gonna Assassin's Trophy this. Nope. We're not doing that. That's just broken. Counters Ephemerate as well. So that's good. They don't get to reuse it as well. Got him. Oh no. Magus of the Moon. It's a pretty good card. Alright, so we have an Ice Fang Kotal to someday dismember. Hopefully. Let's go ahead and cycle some cards here. Bobble's not bad. Let's take a peek at the top of our library. See if it's worth it. Verdant Catacombs. Recast Bobble. We'll take a look at the top of their library. Lavinia. Interesting. This is gonna be interesting. I need a way to kill the Ice Fang so that the Death Shadow can get in here. We'll wait. Double Bobbles. There's an Assassin's Trophy. Not ideal yet. Not ideal yet. Noble. That's fine. Don't care about Noble. I don't see them attacking with anything either right now. Let's go ahead and cycle again. There's the Dismember. That's really good for us. Thoughtseize. Let's Bobble. This draw engine's really sweet. We'll find out what we're drawing later. Let's take a look at what they're drawing. A land. Is that all? I could maybe attack there. I'm a little bit afraid of like a Restoration Angel here. I could dismember the Magus of the Moon. I could do that off of here. If I do that, I take 4, 5, and then I could Assassin's Trophy the Kotal as well, prevent the draw. The Detain is kind of annoying. We have to be careful of where we're at with our life total here. Let's allow the Ice Fang to go. They're just drawing a snow-covered forest. This doesn't have flash, so maybe I can work something out when they attack me. Not to mention I'm drawing as well with my Bobble. Bonus Death Shadow. Okay. All right, let's go for it. We need to take some action here. No. I'm going to concede. I know I have a draw, but I'm taking 4 here. I'm going to 1. All right. Magus gets us there. Let's be careful of Magus. Let's be careful of Magus. Go ahead. What do we have? We have a basic forest and a basic swamp. Basic forest, basic swamp. Would I like to play a first? Absolutely. No question about it. Lurrus is our companion. The nightmare will help us. We're going to keep this. We have got all the basics we need. We can Inquisition something nasty away as well. Let's go ahead and use our basics. Alright, what do we got? We have Ephemerate, Ice Fang, and Coil. We have a Noble Hierarch that I kind of don't care about. We're so far away from our Death Shadows here. Let's just take the Ice Fang with the idea that that draws them quite a few cards and can become Death Touch. Windswept, Fetching, Snow Covered, and a Noble. Nice play. Tarmogoyf's not bad, and we'll do it off of our Pain Land. Get a nice juicy 3-4 here. I'm going to be able to punch in for some damage. We might even just traverse for a land here at this point. Fetch Shock and get the Death Shadows rolling. Expecting Coiling Oracle, maybe an Ephemerate on the Coiling Oracle on their shot of a turn off this Noble Hierarch. They hit a Temple Garden, it comes into play tapped. Bobble. Let's take a look at what's on top of our library. See if we want it. It's an Unearth. The answer is no. I don't really want that. Let's go ahead and go to combat. 4-5 coming in here. Blocks will Ephemerate. Soul Herder. Go ahead and traverse with the Pain Land. Shuffles that card away. And we'll pass turn. Draw our card for the turn. Stomping Ground. That's fine. Ephemerate targeting Coiling Oracle. Flickers gets a Deputy of Detention. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Could do a lot of things. Eternal Witness getting back Ephemerate. Ephemerate getting to do Coiling Oracle. Well, this is just coming together for our opponent very nicely. I don't know what to do. Well, I guess it's time to Fetch Shock. Let's go. Fetch Shock Blood Crypt. Let's go ahead and cycle here. It's always good to draw that hot card you can't cast anymore. Tarmogoyf coming down here. They're going to go ahead and Ephemerate twice. Ephemerate here as the blocker. We should have done that with a swamp. Then I'd have the green available to us. Oh well. Oh well. We're at 14. They're going to go ahead and Ephemerate again. Ephemerating the Eternal Witness to get back the Ephemerate here. This seems to be working very nicely for them. Now they can play the Sky Nomad down, flicker everything, and have Ephemerate up. Seems pretty broken. Acidic Slime. Okay. Nails our Blood Crypt. Hits for 2 with Coiling Oracle. Now we're down a black. It's really awkward. Casting Ephemerate on Acidic Slime. Wow. I think we're dead. I can't do anything about this. I think we're dead. Because Ephemerate's going to come back and kill the forest. I think we're dead. Gonna give it up. We're going to give it up. I don't have a lot that I can do against that. Not with a deputy as well. Opponent wins the match. It's a tough match there too. Dang. Dang. All right. All right. We have returned. Match 3. We took a little hiatus there, just briefly between the matches. You will not see anything though, because we'll just cut it as we look for our next opponent here. Playing Lurrus, Jund Death Shadow. We have to admit at this point, at kind of the halfway point of this entire league, I've got to say that these companion cards are really messing with my mind just a bit. There's quite a few things, different lines, and it's not as linear as you would think to just, hey, I'm going to play my pseudo commander out and suddenly, you know, be able to do one or two things. No, it kind of really shifts what's going on with the deck. Not to mention that it's also shifting the archetypes a little bit around, and it's making it very difficult here. We're also exploring decks that we just haven't really played in a while or have experience with, so hopefully it's not hurting us too much, but we'll see, we'll see. We've found a non-companion deck, which is good. Good for us. We have a Kroxa, Renin 6, and a Death Shadow, plus Fatal Push and Dismember. This hand looks fantastic. Let's get a win under our belt. Let's get the W. Let's get on the right side of the league here. Let's finish strong. Should be good. Match 3 right here against the Tornado Shark. It's a Pouncing Shore Shark. As a quick reminder, if you are enjoying, likes and follows are always appreciated. Subscribes, all of the above. Thank you for watching. All right, opponent has turn 1 here. Blue Islands. We don't see too many islands right now. A lot of more Jundi, Abzan, tons of creature decks right now. Maybe there's an approach. Oh, our opponent is a big fan. Big smiley. Amigo Brielle. Well, if you do end up seeing this on the YouTube, hello and thank you. All right, we got an opt here. Let's take a peek at that card they're going to grab here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my card as well. They're going to grab an island. Just going to take whatever's off the top. Traverse. Looks like I'm going to get a Blood Crypt here with this first land, and then a Nurturing Peatland down with the Renin 6 or the Kroxa. Probably try the Renin 6. Let's not shock here, I don't think. We'll hide kind of a little bit of information here. A little bit. Not a lot, though. Play this Renin 6 first. Alright, Renin 6 off the Nurturing Peatland, taking a point of damage. The hope here is that this does not get countered and I get the Wooded Foothills into play, or from the graveyard into my hand. We have a Force of Negation getting rid of Jace, the Mind Skill there. We got a blue-white opponent here, it looks like, perhaps. Playing them control cards. Oh. I'm mistaken. Not blue-white, maybe Jeskai. Maybe blue-red. Oh boy. Alright, we might try to play Lurrus here. We could try to play Lurrus, we can try to play Kroxa here. You know what? Let's play Kroxa here. See if I can get another card out of my opponent's hand. I'll then traverse and I'll go get... Uh-oh. Oh. And then I will go get a forest as well. Seems legit. Keeping a control player's total hand size minimum is good. Get this forest as well. We've got some good stuff in the graveyard. We have Lurrus on the backup here. Fourth land. Not ideal for us. A red land would be good, but we don't hit one. Let's attempt to play... Lurrus here. And we'll do it hoping there's no Cryptic Command over there. Mana leaks us. It's pretty good. We'll just pass the turn back. They have one card in hand that we have to beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have the extra red, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have considered the Traverse and getting Croxa set up. Our Wooded Foothills, though, gets us that, which is great here. Go ahead and shock in here. Black, black, red, red. We will attempt Croxa here. This does get rid of our Lurrus completely, but if Croxa sticks, I think we've got a good shot here. Uh-oh, Scalding Tarn cracked. Oh, no. Getting countered. Mystic Sanctuary picks up... Oh gosh, if they pick up Mana Leak here, it's going to feel awful. Picks up an Opt. Okay. I'm going to counter Snapcaster Mana Leak. I might dismember this. Help out our Death Shadows. This should be okay. We'll go ahead and get rid of this. They Mana Leak Croxa. Croxa goes back to the bin. No problem. We're going to double down on Death Shadow here. 2 card types. 1 Fatal Push to remove. They got an Opt that they just drew. I believe that's what they've got. Opt an unknown card here. Here we go. Death Shadows galore. Oh, and a Tarmogoyf. Yes, please. Death Shadow number 1. Opt off the top here. Scrying. Puts the card on the bottom, draws an unknown card. Well, Death Shadow, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and slam the Goyf down. We'll go ahead and take a point of damage and have ourselves a Fatal Push here. We are presenting close to lethal. Not exactly lethal yet. What is this? Oh gosh. It's the turtle. Cycle. When you cycle, shuffle it into your library from your graveyard. If you cycle the card named 4 or more times this game, put it onto the battlefield. Alright. So we're just cycling. They get to put Jumbo Turtle out if they do it 4 times. We're looking pretty decent here. I'm going to be able to traverse to throw something else in the bin here because I don't believe they have any cards that'll grow Tarmogoyf. You know what? Let's just attack. I don't think we need to get too crazy here. We'll just attack. They do get 1 more turn, it looks like. I don't believe there was a way for me to get that low enough. And we'll just pass the turn back to them. We have 2 Death Shadows, a Tarmogoyf. Can cycle the Peatland. Snapcaster. Let's go ahead and get rid of Snapcaster. No blockers, please. Please, no blockers. Thank you. Appreciate it. Goes ahead and fires off this Opt. They scryed 1 to the bottom. What else? What else do we got? We have some sort of follow-up play here. Mimetic Sinkhole. Okay. They take care of a Tarmogoyf. They have 2 Death Shadows to take care of. Do they have enough? We're going to go ahead and cycle the Peatland here just to have the best shot at any and all interaction that we'll need. Thoughtseize looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and attempt to Thoughtseize here. And our opponent concedes. Thoughtseize, we could unearth the Croxa as well. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, control. Control. Veil of Summer's in. for those blue cards. Maybe a Nile Spell Bomb. Probably get rid of like a pair of Dismembers and a pair of Fatal Pushes. Bring these 4 in. Kind of want this Maelstrom Pulse too, and the Dreadbore possibly. Maybe that over another. Let's go. Let's go 1 Dismember there and 1 Traverse. Run it back. Run it back. Sweet. Okay. Looking decent here. It's always good to be up like that. We'll get Lurrus doing Lurrus things. This hand looks fantastic. No red. Who needs red? Red is but mere a 3rd color in this deck. It only supplies things like K-Command and Renin 6. I think that is it. Island. We'll go ahead and Thoughtseize and we'll get this bobble going. Or Inquisition, my bad. Inquisition, take a peek at what's going on here. I would like a peek, please. Pretty please. Alright. What do we got here? Whoa. Alright. Planeswalker equals the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. And then we have an Opt and we have a Force of Negation. I don't think I care about the Force. Let's just steal the Opt here. I can't imagine they're going to pop this bobble off here. Oh no, it's an Opt off the top. That's brutal. That's brutal. Alright, we hit another land here. We kind of need... Well, I guess I'll get to play Lurrus here. Pretty much on time, so... We got that going for us. Let's shock in here. Let's just shock in. We'll allow the fetch to happen, and then I'll go ahead and check what's going on. We don't know what that card was. Ah, nothing. Okay. Let's take a peek here. Archmage Charm if they don't fetch. Which is good for us because they may not fetch here because they're trying to draw a land. We get to draw as well for us. It's great to have a Veil. I guess I could Blitz. But we have the ability to unearth it and then Veil it next turn. Plus we get to bobble here. We already know it's an Archmage Charm, so we know it's not an Archmage Charm now. I gotta nail this with the Blitz. With a Lightning Bolt. I see. Let's take a look at what that card is on top. It's a Flooded Strand. We'll go ahead and pass the turn. Alright, so the Force of Negation can stop the Unearth, unfortunately. But we can Thoughtseize it away first. Flooded Strand. Alright, let's go ahead and Thoughtseize. Wow, this is just brutal. Brutal. I get to unearth Lurrus, get to play the Bobble, get to play the Tarmogoyf. If they play the Force of Negation here, I could Veil. Target player draws 2 cards. Okay. They're going to attempt to force here, and I'm going to go ahead and Veil. Oh, they didn't force. Okay, what do we have here? We have Blitz. We have a Lightning Bolt. We have Force and Cryptic here. Let's take just the Blitz, I guess. I'll leave him with the Bolt. We can now unearth our Lurrus here. The engine that just drives this Jund deck is incredible. I really like it. If they attempt a force here, then I could Veil. We'll go ahead and do that because it gets to draw a card. They get Force and Cryptic out of hand. This is just disgusting. And it doesn't really put us down a card because I get to bobble here. I get to check what's coming. And we're good. Oh, it's Turtle. It's Turtle. Cool. We're in great shape here. They're going to go ahead and get rid of Lurrus again. But they're going to have just Lightning Bolt to take care of it at this point because they have Turtle. So Lightning Bolt here gets rid of Lurrus, which is good for them. We're going to get to check the top again. We can even K-command them if we wanted to. Oh gosh, and I got an Unearth. It's unbelievable. Just going to wreck our opponent. Let's see what the next card is. It's a Blood Moon. Well, about that. Let's traverse for our green. Let's calm down for a second here. Let's go get a forest. Now we'll unearth. Player bobble. Just because they said they're a big fan. Hey, big fan. Smiley, please stop value. This is incredible value. Oh my gosh, it is. I've been asked how it's going with this deck. I'm 0-2 opponent. I'm 0-2. It's terrible. I hate saying that too because it's just like, what? How are you 0-2? Well, I played one of these. And then I found out that I've completely punted against Ikoria. That being completely punted as in I haven't been playing that deck right at all. Oh gosh, I just drew a Renin 6-2. And I know what they just picked up, so they've either got Jumbo Turtle or Blood Moon. Blood Moon doesn't matter right now. All right, so we have this. Let's go ahead and peek at what's the next card here that I have to worry about. So Flooded Strands. Let's just do damage and, you know, make them discard Turtle or Jace here. Since we know what's coming. They decide Turtle is what they want to get rid of. Blood Moon in play. Cool. All right. Bobble here. Gonna bobble with Lurrus here. Get to play Tarmogoyf, I think. Bobble trigger. A Traverse and an Inquisition. This Flooded Strand's what they're drawing. We'll cast Bobble. We'll Traverse. We're gonna go get... Oh, never mind. I'm at 3 card types. Whoops. Whoops. My bad. Alright, in for 3. We're going to see Jace. Flooded Strand, Jace the Mind Sculptor. They're going to just bounce. It's interesting as I can't really play this again, but we do have the Pulse. Alright, we have a Blitz coming. Lurrus is down. Draw another card here. An Assassin's Trophy and a Death Shadow. Oh my gosh. We just got it all. How do we want to proceed here? We could just Maelstrom Pulse. I guess it's no need to worry about this card coming. So let's go ahead and just Maelstrom Pulse the Jace. We'll Inquisition and then Tarmogoyf. No value. We'll just play around the Blood Moon here, no problems. Now that we have lots of red, the minor color here. Alright, so Blitz does Blitz things. That's fine. We'll go ahead and steal that away in a moment to your opponent. Thank you, appreciate it. I'll take that. Thanks. It's mine. And then we could Ren in 6, but I think we just Tarmogoyf here and try to get the game done with. The 6/7 after all. It's 2 swings of the bat. And I have the Assassin's Trophies. They can't Cryptic me either right now due to the Blood Moon. No idea what they drew. Play our land down. We'll go ahead and swing for the fences. I think I'd just play Ren in 6 next and just be like, yeah, that's fine. You know, Ren in 6. I don't even know if I have a land really to get, so we'll just ping them. Ping them. This is within bolt range. It's fine. And we'll pass. So our Hyper Turtle opponent, unfortunately, isn't getting the Hyper Turtle here. Having an 8/8 would be pretty sweet. Land drop for them. What do we got? A Snapcaster here. Get the GGs. Woo! Got the GGs. Let's go ahead and ping a Ren in 6 here. And we'll swing in with our 6/7. Whoa, whoa. Floating some blue mana. What you doing over there? Opponent's a big fan of the prison. Don't worry, everyone. We're going to get some prison matches soon. Saying we gotta lock down the companions. All right, we get one under our belt here. We're getting the hang of this. The amount of value you can just generate is absolutely insane, for sure. The whole Lurrus Bobble thing totally makes sense now. The ability to essentially just go, oh, I'm in Jund colors, but I'm gonna draw a card once every turn as I stare at the camera that doesn't exist. But realistically, that's just pretty crazy nuance there. I'm wondering if Lurrus is big. All right, thinking black, Leyline of the Void. Okay, but we could also do Rest in Peace. Pretty good. What are we thinking about? Enchantment Prison? Maybe it's time to bring back Pillow Fort. Leyline of Sanctity, Rest in Peace. Maybe Ghostly Prison, Sphere of Safety. Good luck, opponents. Got to bring some Torp Orbs, obviously, too. What else is going on in the world of Magic that we need to prison lock? Well, we'll have to figure it out. But for now, we're playing as Lurrus Jund here in Modern, trying to find our 4th opponent here. And I think we will. Right after this. That's when an ad goes. Yeah, we're not going to put an ad there. Thanks for watching. That's what you get. 4th opponent. Let's find him. Let's turn the corner here on this league. Let's play some Magic. I'm still kicking myself that I'm going to post a Yorian video, and I've been totally off with how I was playing it. That's why you got to play a lot of Magic. You got to learn, you got to see things. You got to read the cards properly as well. And if you can do all that, you just might start getting good at Magic. Lurrus is revealed. Companion. We have a companion. Our opponent does not. We have a hand we can do. Bobble, traverse, stomping ground, get the swamp. We can do this. Opponent mulls to 6. All right. No companion time. Bobble. That's what I'm playing, opponent. Why would you play that? Uses Bobble. Takes a look. Did they target me? I don't know. It doesn't say, actually. Huh, interesting. Street Wraith. Polluted Delta. Fetching Polluted Delta. Watery Grave. Shocked. Thoughtseize. Do it. Thoughtseize. Yes. Thoughtseize. Takes a... Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what you take. Maybe Traverse. Because I have a lot of black cards. Take the Traverse. Hope I don't ever hit my second land. 18 lands remaining in the deck. Probability is a little bit low. Dismember is taken. Pretty good. Bobble trigger draws. Well, I don't get to Thoughtseize them back, but I will get to Traverse here. We'll go ahead and play our Bobble. Let's go ahead and Traverse to go get our Swamp. And we'll go ahead and take a look at what they've got coming here as their next card. A Street Wraith. So that means nothing. Nada. All right, so what are we gonna see? A Death Shadow, Street Wraith. Make it beefy. Make it beefy. Death Shadow, Stubborn Denial. Stop us? Who knows? There's that Street Wraith. All right, what else we got? Blue, Thought Scours themselves. Fatal Push, Death Shadow hitting the bin. Has no follow-up here. None. Well then, I think we'll just... I'm just going to get a Tarmogoyf into play. I mean, it's a 5/6. They've got nothing else going on. We might just get to Assassin's Trophy this. Move it out of the way. Get in. Take care of them. They could also have their own Fatal Push here. May not matter. Street Wraith down to 9. Scary thing is if I Assassin's Trophy a Death Shadow, then they get the Fatal Push. Black mana here. Gurmag Angler showing up. The big fish. The big fish. Nile Spellbomb might be useful. The fish has arrived. I don't know if I want to Assassin's Trophy that. We may just ignore that. An Overgrown Tomb. Maybe I just want to play this Bobble off Lurrus. Not Thoughtseize them? Maybe I want to Thoughtseize them. Thoughtseize might be really important here. Let's go ahead and hit him with the Thoughtseize. I want to see what's going on. I need full information. So we have an Inquisition, we have a Gurmag Angler, Lightning Bolt, Snapcaster, and a Thought Scour. I guess I could take Inquisition. I could also just take the Gurmag Angler and just swing in Assassin's Trophy. We don't have any lands currently. If I take the Gurmag Angler, then what are they going to take? I'll be putting a creature into the yard. I'll give them an extra land here, though. But then they won't have really another creature other than a Snapcaster Mage. And I can K-Command that out of the way. Let's take the Angler here. Let's go ahead and shock in Let's go ahead and remove this, and let's go into battle. The worst thing they can do is Thought Scour this turn, which is fine. They might have to just Inquisition away the Kulgan's command. But we're getting in for 4. We just need them to not hit a Death Shadow here. Go ahead, opponent. Thought Scour. And step Thought Scour. Does so, goes over a Teamer and a Street Wraith. Probably not too bad to actually skip over those 2 cards. They can't Bolt, Snap, Bolt. They don't have enough mana to do that. Blood Crypt. Shoxin. Well, if they steal this now, which looks like they might with Inquisition, they can at least Snapcaster. Snapcaster's here to Fatal Push Tarmogoyf. Does so. So Tarmogoyf gets Fatal Push. We have 4 cards. What's crazy here is I could just play Lurrus. I know they have the Lightning Bolt though. Oh, just another Tarmogoyf. I mean, I just unearth the Tarmogoyf and play the new Tarmogoyf and pass the turn. There's nothing else to do here. Just get them both in, pass turn. Both of them are lethal here. They've got 1 chump blocker here. Inquisition Lightning Bolt in hand, an unknown card. Even if they were to find a Death Shadow, they'll need Death Shadow plus. Nice. All right, so we're against Grixis Death Shadow here, doing our own Jund Lurrus Death Shadow. Looks pretty good to me. Okay. Dreadbore and an Abrupt Decay are probably okay. And a pair of Nile Spell Bombs is probably okay as well. Fatal Push looks excellent here. Dismember looks excellent. The K commands look a little bit weaker. And let's go Traverse, and let's get rid of a Renin 6. Might even just take 2 Renin 6s out and just bring the big ones in. Bring the big ones in. Do we need any reason to keep some K commands around? Returns creatures, makes them discard. I think we're fine. I think we're just going to be playing Lurrus and Croxas, Tarmogoyfs, blocking, killing off those shadows with Fatal Pushes, Thought Seizing things away. I'm a little surprised they don't have a Lurrus of their own, but hey, you know, it is a thing. Opponent mulls the 6, and we've got a hand here. We're just going to go ahead and keep it. We have the Unearth and the Death Shadow, making an Inquisition or a Thought Seize kind of a little bit odd against those. We have the Traverse as well, once our graveyard's filled up with some goodies. Dreadbore is here as a removal and probably the likely card for them to go ahead and take. Polluted Delta for our opponent after doing a Street Wraith. Fetching again, Watery Grave, I presume, and we're probably going to get Thought Seize or Inquisitioned here. My opponent's already at 13. I think the Dreadbore gets taken here personally, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We'll just find out together. There it goes. Poof. Denied. The recursiveness of the Death Shadow and the Unearth is pretty good. All right, let's go get a Blood Crypt here. Shocking in, and we're going to go ahead and follow it with our own Thought Seize. Get to take their best card. This almost feels better to do the Thought Seize after the fact because I can steal a pretty nasty card here. All right, so we have a Gurmag Angler, and we have a Bolt. The Gurmag Angler is only going to be a 5/5. The Death Shadow could grow a lot more. I have more things that kill. Let's go ahead and take the Death Shadow and leave them with Gurmag Angler. It's a little harder to cast. 6, they have 4 here. 5, 6, they need 1 more. They can bolt this coming turn and do something else. They don't really want to bolt me, and I need to just avoid bolt with the Death Shadow. All right, they swamp here. You can get an overgrown tomb. They decide to bolt me. Last card's unknown. Death Shadow. Oh, they top decked a Death Shadow. Well then, that was a good draw. All right, we know they used the bolt, so let's go ahead and fetch Shock here. We can get an overgrown 2. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Death Shadow. And we're going to slam our own Death Shadow here. Our Death Shadow is relatively safe here. If they do find exactly something to remove it here, other than the Gurmag Angler, I can unearth it back pretty safely. I presume this will be Gurmag Angler, though. There he be. The Fish King himself. Zombies. Okay. So we have a 1/1 Death Shadow. We have a Thoughtseize. I think I can safely use that. We need to watch our life total a bit. Grab whatever this last card is. Ooh, Royal Scions. That's a good one to take. Let's see here. We don't have a creature down here. That's what's going on. We'll just pass. We'll pass. See what Gurmag Angler wants to do if they want to go ahead and slam in here. They're at 10. We just need to go to 3 safely and avoid bolts. Might cycle to unearth. Cycles a Street Wraith of their own. Gets a new card. Do they punch in? Alright, because they didn't punch in, I'm not going to cycle here. Like to keep my Death Shadow around, and if the unearth can help me get it back. Kroxa would be an excellent draw here. Tarmogoyf is just as good. Play Tarmogoyf, pass the turn. Tarmogoyf's just a touch bigger than Gurmag Angler. Nice. Okay. We're in great shape here. We can just send Tarmogoyf in next turn. Don't forget we have this card over here too. Could play that at any point. Haven't needed to yet. Feeling safe-ish. So if we get nothing off the top here, we can definitely Lurrus. Land drop for our opponent. Fetching. 1 card to beat. Presume blue here. Tapped. Goes to end step, has an unknown card to beat. We top deck We top deck a Hot Dismember here. How much damage do I need to do with this? 4? Yeah, I'm good. I should be good here. Right? Yeah. 1, 2. Dismember here. I have the Traverse, I have the Unearth. We move this out of the way. We swing for a ton of damage. If they have a Fatal Push, I'm just going to bring back my Death Shadow. Gonna swing in for a good 5. GG's gives our opponent GG's. Woo! Grixis versus the Jund. Lurrus probably puts that one over the top in the mirror match there. Probably no reason not to go ahead and play it and get rid of the Street Race and make them baubles. And then their list is like the Grixis version. Sweet, match 4. We're bringing this back. We took a moment. We're looking into some things mid-game there, mid-match there. Between match 2 and 3, we took a break. We came back. We're slamming in the wins here now. Something's clicking. We're figuring it out. 2-2. Looking for that 3-2. Taking this one away would be great. Man, this is a pretty sweet and pretty grindy deck. A lot of value. Got to figure out ways to tackle this. All right, let's play first. We're going to reveal our Lurrus. Do they have anything? No. We'll keep this hand. Holy crap. Yes. Bobble. We'll get a Blood Crypt here. And we'll Inquisition to see what is going on. What's up, opponent? Oh, thank goodness. We get to take the Slippery Boggle. We have a path to worry about. Let's take a look at what their top is. Excellent. All right. We can beat them. We can beat them. Another Bobble. We're going to play this Croxa down and get them interested in maybe getting rid of that with a Path to Exile, and it'll help us ramp a little bit too. We'll go get an Overgrown Tomb here. All right, big question is, can we beat Boggles? Croxa here, doing Croxa things. They do Path. We'll go ahead and use this. We have a Forest left, just something to remember. So there goes Croxa. They do have to discard here. Can we beat Boggles? I think we can. We don't have any Liliana Edict type effects, so that might be a little bit tricky here. We'll have to be more aggressive, I suppose. All right, we'll go ahead and put a Bobble into play. We're going to go ahead and take a peek at what that next card is, and then we're going to be using Lurrus here for value. A Hyena Umbra, nothing to fear yet. Nothing to fear. We need to get what looks to be a Stomping Ground because we have plenty of black. We only have a Singleton red. Might even start considering the Peat Land here, depending on what we draw. Thoughtsy is. All right. Well, it's not great, but it's something. Bobbles. So many Bobbles. All right. Lurrus here. We can just keep track of what they're drawing, too. That's the crazy thing. Let's go ahead and cast the one from the yard. Let's cast the one from the hand. Let's take a peek at what's the next card. Oh, no. It's a creature. Get an Overgrown Tomb here. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize. So the question is, what do we want Glade Cover Scout to have on it? I think the Ethereal Armor could be really brutal later. I think we can deal with Hyena Umbras. Let's go ahead and take an Ethereal here. Let them draw the Glade Cover Scout. We draw Stomping Ground. Let's take a look at what's after the Scout. Because they're going to be able to double Hyena. Oh no. Daybreak Coronet could be rough for us as well. Alright, Hyena, it's going to be into Daybreak. This does have First Strike. We're going to draw another card here. Alright, so we hit Tarmogoyf. We have a Traverse. We have 3 card types currently. The Fatal Push that doesn't hit. Let's cycle a Peat Land here. Let's start there. Another Bobble. Let's cast a Bobble. Let's cast a Bobble. Let's Tarmogoyf. No attacks. They're drawing the Razor Verge Thicket here. Now they can Daybreak. They have a Rancor coming up. I need to dig as much as possible for like an Assassin's Trophy here. It's a 5/5. It doesn't get through yet. Tarmogoyf is pretty big. Drawing. Drawing. Alright. So we know they have a Hyena Umbra and they're about to draw a Rancor. Got some Wrenn and 6s here. We have a K command. Fatal Push. Let's see if they'll do the Hyena Umbra first here. We'll go ahead and play a Bauble from the yard. If I can somehow get them to do the Hyena first. I don't think Wrenn and 6 matters enough here. Let's play Stomping Ground tapped. Fingers crossed they'll do the Hyena Umbra first. We'll take a look at what's after after the Umbras. They're gonna Rancor first. What's after the Rancor? It's a path. Alright, let's go ahead and make them discard and deal 2 upstairs here. This way they don't get to play the Hyena Umbra. I don't think they're too worried about this. I also don't think they're going to attack right now. Although they have first strike. I suppose. Why not? We can just block and soak it all up. No reason to block 2 things here. We get to replay anyway. Drawing our card. So we have a Traverse. We have a K command. I'm not finding an Assassin's Trophy to deal with these enchantments. We're about to get Pathed here as well. We have 5 card types. Maybe I Traverse here. Let's do a Traverse. Let's find like another Tarmogoyf for this turn and double Tarmogoyf. We can just consistently block this scout here. Yeah, another Tarmogoyf is probably just smart here. Tarmogoyf 1, Tarmogoyf 2. Don't worry about the Bauble for this turn. Maybe they'll tackle Lurrus here. Not much I can do if they do tackle Lurrus. Maybe I attack here. Nah. We're not going to worry about it. Okay. Man, what would I do for a Liliana right now? Alright, what do you want to do with your path, opponent? Wish this had split Speckend or something crazy like that. What's nice here is I could double block the scout with the Tarmogoyfs. What they might try to do is bait me here by just attacking with the 7-5. What I'll probably do is still double block. I don't want to take any damage. I can unearth then, and then also Lurrus here. Lurrus use a Bauble or something like that. Then we'll have the blocker still. What might not be a bad idea is trying to get the Wrenn and 6 down so that if I have a couple lands in my hand, I can like cycle the Peat land, I guess, a couple times. Alright, so this 7-5's coming in here. I mean, I could honestly just double block here. They'll path. We'll lose 1 Tarmogoyf here. I have another Traverse to go get another Tarmogoyf. Maybe it's that Wrenn and 6, play the land, cycle the land. First strike happens. There's no way they allow this to just go. They did. Alright, path. Yeah. Path this. Path this. Quick, do it. If I get the ability to, I'll do Lurrus here. Alright. Path. We'll go get our forest. We'll take a draw here. Death Shadow. So I can unearth this Tarmogoyf. We could also K command them on their turn. That might not be a bad idea. We haven't played a land for this turn either. So if I were to Wrenn and 6, let's go ahead and run in 6. Pick up the peatland here. We have a long way to go with their life total, but if we can somehow get rid of this scout or make it tiny enough, it won't matter. Get the peatland. Play our land for the turn. We can now unearth Tarmogoyf. And then on their stop on my opponent's draw step. We'll go ahead and nail them here. Get rid of hopefully an enchantment or a creature. Either would be fine at this point. A leyline. That's all right. Run in 6 is going to be going up and up and up, hopefully. Let's go ahead and cycle peatlands. Looking for our Assassin's trophies. Let's go up, get our peatland. Replay our peatland. Cycle our peatland again. I don't know why I'm disappointed. Just Death Shadow here, Tarmogoyf, and Traverse. And we'll Traverse for a Kroxa now. Because I can recur Kroxa a few times. I could get a Death Shadow as well. And now I believe with what we've got going on here, I'm pretty sure I can go ahead and just start bashing in with some Tarmogoyfs. Cool. All right, in we go for a good 12 damage. Can we beat Boggles here, game number 1? I want to believe. Rancor's up here, so it's now an 8-4. We can still kill it even through the first strike, so they may not want to go ahead after us. Cool. Okay. Uptick here for peatland. Put peatland into play. Let's go ahead and put peatland into play. Let's go ahead and cycle peatland. Still trying to find that Assassin's trophy. We miss again. We can Kroxa here. Theoretically, I could then also unearth my Kroxa. We might... I don't think we have quite enough to do everything just this turn. Let's go ahead and unearth Kroxa here. So we'll make them take another set of damage here. They're at 12. They'll gain 8 blocking one of these. 6, 12, 17. They gain too much still. We'll pass. We'll pass. Because 8 damage is just too much right now. Especially first strike. Okay. What do you top deck, opponent? Land. Alright. We get another turn here to do things to our opponent. Can just play a Kroxa out. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe I just fetch shock. Kroxa, Kroxa swing. I think it's lethal. Play our Kroxa. They take 3 here. We're gonna we're gonna have to be careful how we do this. I don't want to shrink Goyfs here. So bobble, 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 land, land. Okay, we're good. They go down to 6 here. And then we swing out. Because 2 Tarmogoyfs offset this and then the other 2 get through. Oh my gosh. Don't need Liliana. Taking down Boggles. Game number 1. Woo. All right. Let's see here. Maelstrom Pulse, Abrupt Decay, maybe a Culligan's Command. Just take a couple Inquisitions out, or sorry, couple Fateful Pushes. Gonna go after their enchantments. Seems okay. I kind of like this K command too. Out for a fatal push. I know they can have the creature that can consistently get them more cards with more enchantments played, but a lot of our stuff already removes that. I have these dismembers here anyway as well. Maybe it's just better to have one of Nile Spellbomb because I can't remove as much. Just on an off chance they have something that the graveyard cares about. Leyline of Sanctity is going to be a problem for us. It would stop our Thoughtseizes and Inquisitions. We'll see if our opponent searches for that in their opening hand. Otherwise, a Thoughtseize Inquisition hand could be relatively decent. Lurrus's value could be enough, though. Got the Abrupt Decay. I guess I'll keep this. Double Unearth. It's looking a little sketchy. Maybe they'll go for a Leyline, trying to stop our Thoughtseizes, and we don't even have those. Our opponent says weird. I don't know what is weird. Oh. Oh, dang. That's some Leylines. Windswept Heath, do you have a creature? I presume you have a creature. No creature. Okay. Well, Tarmogoyf's not bad. Let's just fetch for an Overgrown Tomb here, I suppose, and we'll check out what we're drawing next, which is an Assassin's Trophy, which is pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take my Assassin's Trophy. Not a bad card. Getting down to Tarmogoyf will be pretty good too here. Do we have a 2-drop? Wheel of Sun and Moon. All right. Well, let's just play a Tarmogoyf, and we might be Abrupt Decaying that. Got a 2/3 Tarmogoyf. Abrupt Decay that, put an enchantment into hand, or into the graveyard, and an instant. I believe that's how that would work. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't see any reason not to. We need to get some damage in here. Swing with 4. We'll get the Lurrus out next, and then we'll get the Bobble Chains going. The Bobble Chains. Uh-oh, they're flooding out. Our poor opponent's flooding out hard. Let's go ahead and cast. Gonna get this Bobble back. Then we're gonna use Bobble, because we want Tarmogoyf to be big and juicy. We get a Bloodstain Mire off the top. Maybe I was supposed to put a Verdant Catacombs in so I don't draw that. Oh well. Bobble trigger gets the Catacombs. I can start using Peatland here too. Alright, we have a Glade. Cover Scout. Following this up with a Rancor. Following that up with something else. Ethereal Armor. This is a 7/5 big thing. Alright. Let's cast Bobble. Let's take a peek at what we're going to draw. We're going to draw Verdant Catacombs. Nope. I don't want to do that. Play Bobble out of the yard. Let's take a peek at what we're drawing. A Forest. Ugh. Well, I don't want to draw the Forest, so we'll just naturally draw it there. If I kill this, we're in good shape. Let's go for it. We're going to take off that Ethereal Armor here with the Assassin's Trophy. Perfect. Nice. So 3-1, we trade. I don't mind trading here because after the trade, they get this in hand, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and unearth Lurrus. And then because it's a new Lurrus, we can cast. Woohoo! Incredible value. My opponent My opponent's saying Lurrus will be banned next week. I don't know about next week, but Lurrus is definitely on the... I think Lurrus is on the chopping block, but if you want to, definitely grab a couple, have some fun with it while you can. Maybe not in paper, but maybe online. All right. Opponent concedes. We get it. We take down Boggles with an extreme amount of value there. Lurrus getting us the 3-2 after we took a mini break there, refreshed ourselves, and got ourselves in with Lurrus Jund. Oh my gosh, the absolute crazy value. And I do not disagree with our opponent on the value. I don't know if it'll be banned. You could argue that they might tackle Mishra's Bauble. The Mishra's Bauble Lurrus engine here that we have going on is just absolutely absurd. The ability to just keep an eye on what's going on and have pretty much complete information of your opponent while also drawing. It's like playing just with their hand revealed, and it's like, oh, but mine's going to be concealed. Completely nuts. Is it the best deck for Lurrus to be in? I have no idea, but we can say with confidence that it certainly generates a lot of value. Otherwise, the Death Shadow portion of this deck was pretty fun to play. I quite enjoyed it a lot. You'll definitely be seeing this up on YouTube soon. So if you've enjoyed yourself while watching these matches, don't forget to like and subscribe. This one might actually go up a bit before Yorion, or maybe I'll just double down on it on Tuesday and say thank you all for waiting. I know it was a tough one this weekend without any videos. Anyway, Lurrus of the Dream Den in Modern, taking it down. We figured it out about halfway through how to generate that raw value, and boy did it take us places. Once again, thank you so much. Subscribe if you've enjoyed this on YouTube. We do stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and as always, a lot of information in the description, such as deck lists, the matches, discords, and so on and so forth. Apologize once again for the camera. Hopefully we'll get that sorted out so that I can record these and not have to re-record them several times over. But until then, thank you, take care, be safe, and we will see you in the next matches.